Yeah, we are now live and direct. Hello, everyone. You're welcome. You're welcome to our channel today. This is Family Aspects, and today we're going to be having just discussion. So I want everyone to come in. We're going to be having a discussion today. Going to having a discussion today. So, how important is family to you? That's what we're going to be talking about today. How important is family to you? Let's share. Come on, let's share, everyone. Come. How important is family to you? How important is family to you? So, what do you have to say? What do you think? What do you have to say? What do you think? My uh, point of conversation today will begin from what is family? What is family? A lot of people understand that they are in the family, but they don't really have a decent, let me put it that way, a decent explanation to it. No one have been able to explain how important this is. So I am calling on you to join us today on this. I want us to share, and let's see what we have to talk about today. Now, what is family? What is family? What is family? What is family? How important is family to you? How valuable is family to you? When you talk about your family, when you say you are from a certain family, question is, how important is your family to you? You see, what is the purpose? What is the purpose for family? What is the purpose for family? Do I really need to start a family? If I need to, why? Why do I need to start a family? How has the family I came from influenced my life? In what way? Positively or negatively? These are the things we want to look at today. So I want everyone to join, and let's share. Let's share. Let's share. Let's share. There's so much we're going to talk about today, and we're going to be here all the time that we'll be able to spend to learn the things that we need to understand about family. Wow. I have several um, people having several understanding about this, and they air their different opinions about this. I'd like to read a story to you of a young man. It may not be the best description of his experience of family, but I just want you to hear this. All right. It says, from what I have learned with regards to the significance of family, no matter how big or small, legitimate or illegitimate, It is supposed to be someone's bedrock, comfort zone. Is your family your bedrock? Is your family your comfort zone? I'm looking at you now. You tell me. That's what this program is about. So, is your family your bedrock? Is your family your comfort zone? To many, it is. Also, to many, it's not. So, what is the importance of family? Why do I need to start one? Why should I value the one I am in, the one I've started, the family I have? First of all, we need to understand the meaning of the word family. We need to grab that meaning first. And then we'll begin to talk about the features, the value it brings. First of all, family is a group consisting of parents, two parents, and their children living together as a unit. Now, I want you to understand that this is a dictionary definition. Family, the accepted definition of family is a group consisting of two parents. I want you to mark that. It's not a group consisting of one parent. It's a group consisting of two parents and their children living together as a unit, as one. They are living together as one. That's exactly what it means when it says, I live in a family. I have a family. My family, where I came from, or my immediate extended family. So I want us to talk about this. I really want us to look into this because we want to look at why people should understand the importance of family in marriage, the importance of family to you. If you get into a relationship or you are in a family, how important is this family to you? What are the values that it brings? What are the values that it brings? So if you're watching us from anywhere in the world, I want you to hit the like button and start posting your questions and opinions about this right off from the chat box, okay? Let's get it rolling. Let's get it rolling. So start inviting. Come on, YouTube, send the notifications now. YouTube, send the notifications now to everybody. Let's get everyone in. Let's get everyone in. It's Wednesday. Let's get everyone in. Now, if you're watching us for the first time, I will encourage you to take a look at our videos we have on our channel, and you might find something that will interest you. It may not be the best, but it is something of value, packaged with so many valuable content that you'll be able to implement, use for your life and family. They're valuable content, okay? Valuable content. So I encourage you to look into it. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, I encourage you to subscribe to the channel. As you're watching, hit the subscribe button because we have a lot of information to share with you. A lot of information to share with you. So I say family is a group consisting of two parents and their children living together as a unit. So, according to this young man's story, family is supposed to be your bedrock. Your family is supposed to be your comfort zone. Now, before I proceed with that, my question is your family your bedrock? Is your family your comfort zone? Yeah, that's the question. Is your family your bedrock? Is your family your comfort zone? So let's begin to share. Come in, everyone. Begin to share, and let's proceed. Because I feel we have a lot to talk about on this. We have a lot of people who might be having difficulty understanding why they find themselves in such a family, such and such a family, and why are things not working the way they expect to be even. And we have families, those who are in family being mistreated, mishandled, or manhandled. You see, we have a lot of them being manipulated and mistreated. So let's look at this. Let's look at this as we proceed. We're live. We're live. Think about it. Is your family your bedrock? Is your family your bedrock? It's supposed to be your bedrock. Family is supposed to be our bedrock. You know what that means when you say something is your bedrock? Your defense. The place where you can always find refuge. Is your family your bedrock? I need somebody to talk to me now. Somebody had to talk to me. Is your family your solid rock? Is your family your solid rock? Is your family your bedrock? Is your family your comfort zone? Are you finding comfort in your family? How important is your family to you? How important is family to you? This is key, very key, very key. Yes. How important is family to you? We have siblings who have been mistreated, manhandled, abused by their own family relatives, family members, by their own parents. My question is, how important is family to you? How important is family to you? How valuable is your family to you? If you value your family, if your family is important to you, what would you do? What would you do to them? What will be your action like? How would you react to them? Let me read this to you. I'll start again. Say, from what I have learned with regards to the significance of family, no matter how big or small, legitimate or illegitimate, it is supposed to be someone's bedrock. Your family is supposed to be your bedrock, someone's bedrock, comfort zone. It's supposed to be your love nest of acceptance. Family is supposed to be love nest of acceptance. A place where interaction with others will help you to prepare for life. But it says, and yet in some instances, like my own encounter, my own encounter with family, it says it was not a favorable interaction in the long haul. I came from a dysfunctional, manipulative, deceitful environment of people where I was literally the scapegoat and had menial value and no voice. Terrible. As a matter of fact, family hindered my growth. Oh dear. Did you see that? And this is common among many in the African diaspora. Yeah, it's common among in the African descent. Family stands as a hindrance to other progress. Family standing as a hindrance. Is that how family is to you? But this man having a very terrible experience or had a very terrible experience with his family. A very terrible experience. He never thought that this was going to be the end game. He never thought so, because if you check it, it said he came from a dysfunctional family. He came from a dysfunctional family. I don't know what family you are coming from. I don't know what you're going through your family. But my question is, how important is your family to you? Do you love them? Is your family your bedrock? Is your family your comfort zone? Or is your family full of dysfunctional activities or attitude, dysfunctional character? Is your family filled with manipulative behavior? Is your family filled with deception? What kind of family are you from? How important is family to you? Why do you need to start one? Remember, family is a group of two people or two parents and their children living together as one. Is that your experience? As for me, that wasn't it. That wasn't my experience as well. So a lot of people are raised from a very disoriented family, raised from dysfunctional family. Why do we have such things in place? You want to tell us your story? You want to let us know how you feel about this? I'd like you to join us now, because we are here. This is going to be awesome, okay? This is going to be awesome. So what do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Is your family a functioning family, or is your family a dysfunctional family? How important is your family to you? How valuable are they to you? If you're watching there, I would like you to hit the like button. I would like you to hit the like button. I would like you to leave a comment just to know you're there if you're watching. See if you're watching, because this is life for me. This is life changing. This is life changing. All right. Let's see what someone else had to say about the importance of family. It says there is no one single benefit of having a family. This one says, it is because having a family itself is a blessing. You always have a team behind you that cheers you on. Okay. So he says you always have you always have a team. So he says family is a team behind you that shares you on and makes you feel happiness. Now, the truth is that the same with you? That's my question. Is that the same with you? This man, or this, I think is a lady. This lady actually is airing her side of view about family and how important the family is. It says, you can turn on your family and leave them behind, but they will welcome you back with open arms when you need them. They do not hold anything against you, and they are there for you 100% of the time. Well, this is her version of family. What is yours? She began to explain. Your family only, they are the one for you because you are there for them. Okay? You can hate your family but still love them. At the end of the day, you do not have to like your family, but you choose to love them. Okay? They are your people only. They will always be the ones you love, and they will always love you. Okay? So you need to respect them. They have been there since the day, and they will always be. So hold on to them whenever you can, all right? And with everything you have, and you will be the happiest person alive. Now, this is her experience about family. So she's saying how important her family is to her. But looking at this, the question I have for you is, how important is this family to you? Is your family to you? How important is your family to you? Look at this. This lady says your family is a team. My question is your family a team? Because it says a team behind you that shares you on and make you feel happiness. Is that your story? Is that your story? Why do people start family? What is in their minds when they get on and start a family? Have you thought about it? This is what we're looking at today. How important is family to you? Even in marriage, how important is family to you? You're a parent, or you're young now, you're thinking of starting a family. Question is, do you know how important family is to you? Do you know? Have you sat down to ask yourself a question? What is the purpose of family to me? Do you know? Have you sat down to ask yourself a question? Do I really need to start one? Do I really need to start a family? because there are so many responsibility that you're not actually looking at or taking into account. It's not about just hashing out children. It's not about just feeling like, oh, I'm a parent. Oh, I have a son. Oh, I have a daughter. It's more than that. How important the children are to you? Have you thought about the importance and the values of children? Because you see, family is defined as a group of two people or two parents. That's the word. A group of two parents and with their children living together as one. That's the real definition of family. So if two parents with their children are living together as one, so they are family. So if they are not living together as one, that's dysfunctional family. That family is not really working. It's not functioning as a family anymore. If it is only one parent living with their children, already that is no more a complete family anymore. It's not dysfunctional. You see, it's not divided family. It's not a wholesome family anymore. So a wholesome family is a family with two parents living together with their children as one. So the question you should ask yourself, am I really ready to start one? Do I really need to start a family? Okay, if not so, how has the family I came from influenced my life? How is it influencing my life? Has it influenced my life positively or negatively? I would like to hear your story. I'd like to hear your opinion about this. All right? I'd like to hear. This is an open discussion here. That's why I call it Come Let Us Share and Meet New Friends. So, how important? What do you think about this? What do you think about this? Because we need to understand why we are in where we are. Where you are right now in your life, in your family. You need to understand where you are. You need to understand where you are and why things are happening to you the way they are. So, you want to share your story? Come on, share your story. The young man said, I wrote to me, said, family is supposed to be your bedrock. Family is supposed to be your comfort zone. Is your family your comfort zone? Is your family your bedrock, your solid rock, your home for refuge? But the guy said he came from a dysfunctional family, that he came from a manipulative family. The family manipulated him. He said the family disregarded him, his own family. He said he was treated as someone with minimal value, somebody without value at all. He was brought up in a family of so much deception and lies. Is that how your family is? That's just to let you know that the founder of such family lacked the sense, the wisdom, the understanding of the importance of family. Why do we have disoriented homes, disoriented, dysfunctional families? Why do we have disconnected, confused families? Why do we have, divided families? This is the reason. This is the reason. Now, some of you may not want to talk about it because of your experience. You might feel like, oh, this guy is trying to bring out the past. I want to forget about the past. But you are headed for the future, right? What about you are planning to start a family? What about if you have a mind that you want to start a family tomorrow? What about if what you're going through now in your family is as a result of the influence you got through the environment, the hardship, toxic family environment that you were raised from? What about if that is what is affecting you now in your current present family life? Don't you think you need to talk about it? Don't you think you need to listen to this? Don't you think you need to find a way to come out of this? So that's what it's all about. It's a live stream, a discussion forum for today, and I'm expecting everyone to join and make your comment. What do you think? What do you think? What in your life right now? Can you tell me how your family is valuable to you? Can you tell me in one word describing your family? How is your family like? If I should ask you now, just in one word, describe your family to us, whether negatively or positively, how are they influenced your life? Or how are they influencing your life right now? What would you say? You see, put it on the comment section now. What would you say? So I'd like you to go on. If you're watching, you're going to be watching this later. It doesn't matter. Put it on the comment section because we are going to be reading it. And other people are going to be reading it. And they want to know what you did or how you get out of the circumstances or what is going on with you. People want to know what is happening around them. You know, there are a lot of people, they are going through a lot of stress, a lot of terrible times, and they think probably they are the only one just in that web. Whereas there are other people, they are just cruising life, you know. They are just cruising life, and they thought everyone else is like that. So, you see. But when you share your story, when you talk about these things, people begin to understand, I used to have that. Oh my God, you mean you went through that? Really? Yeah, really. So that's why we're encouraging you to share your thoughts. We'll share your thoughts about this. What do you think? Another person said that there are many advantages of having family. Okay. Here are a few of the most important ones, in my opinion. It says trustworthy. The reason why you should have a family is to build trust. Your family is trustworthy. They can be trustworthy. It said the people in your family are the ones who probably can trust you the most. They are the people who understand you the best besides you or besides yourself. It says, let's be real. Even our best friends wouldn't know every little detail about ourselves the way our family do. Therefore, you can most likely trust them with anything. Is that so with you? Can you trust your family with everything? Is that how you value your family? Are you building your family based on trust? Because you see, this is not something that you just wake up to. I mean, it depends on who is starting a family, who started the family in the first place. You understand? It all starts with two people who have made the decision to become parents. You see, it starts with two couples, two individuals who are in a relationship, and now they decided to start having children to become parents. That is how family is founded. And when that starts, when that foundation is laid, what do you expect to be the structure that builds the structure that you're putting in place to sustain that family, that you're building up that family on? What structure? This man says is structure of trust. You need to start a structure of trust in your family. If the man and woman do not trust each other, definitely when they give birth to children, their children is going to grow into that environment of lack of trust, untrustworthiness. So you want to build an environment, starting a family with the importance of trust. Importance of trust, moral values. This is so important. A lot of people don't think like this. A lot of people don't think like this. A lot of people don't think like this. They start family as though it's just like every other thing. They don't think like this. Trustworthiness. Your family should be your bedrock. Your family should be your comfort zone. But until you build that, you have to set, you're the one to install that principle, that culture of trust. You are the one to start it. The individual couple has responsibility to install trust, to start building trust in the family that they're about to start. So that when you give birth to that one, when you give birth to that child and he's 1 year old, he's 2 year old, he already growing into the trustworthiness in the family, growing into the trustworthiness. You see, he's growing into the structure of trust that is already built into the family. It's not just about you. It's not just about you. It's about the people that you are going to be responsible for. It's not just about you. You see, it's more than just you. It's far beyond you. The reason why we have a lot of challenges in marriages and relationships and families, disoriented, disjointed families around the world today, is just strictly selfishness. Greed, selfishness. The lack of understanding of what is important. So the question is, are you building your environment? If you're a man or woman, you're married, you are in a relationship, are you about to start a relationship, a family based on trust? Are you having the mind that what we need in our family is trust? We need to build it. It's a culture you have to imbibe. Otherwise, there will be all manner of deception, all manner of strife, all manner of selfishness, all manner of lies going on in your family. So the man and the woman who came together and decided that we want to start a family, this man and woman are responsible to installing trust as one of the foundational block in building a family. This is how to think. This is how to think as a family person. This is how to think. This is how to prevent dysfunction of homes. You start with trust. You start with trust. How many people you know today who have so much trust in their family members? Oh, I trust that my brother. I trust that my sibling. I trust my parents. I trust. How many do you know? There are lots, but quite few. It's quite few. There was a certain period of time where you normally would be hearing people telling you, don't trust anybody. Even your parents would tell you, don't trust anybody. They will even say, even me, don't trust me at all. Terrible, right? Yeah. That happens. That happens. Trust. Okay, let's look at another thing. It says a home at heart. A family is like a home at heart. It doesn't matter what you consider your family. It doesn't have to be biological. It can be whatever you call home or a family. If you are lucky enough, a family is a group of people who can always go on to be, they always go to on your best and worst days. In other words, what it's saying is a family is home at heart. I understand that. That's a key value. Family is home at heart, like the other man said. Family, I think there's a lady, is a family supposed to be your comfort zone, a place where you call home. I'm not talking about the house. I'm talking about the individual, the people, the group of people that you're with, that forms that bond, that family. Do you feel at home with them? Are you comfortable with them? Family values is about building comfort. It's about building a place for rest, a peaceful place. Family is a home at heart. What does that mean? It's saying peace of mind. It's a place where you have peace of mind, rest, tranquility, comfort. It is a place when you face all the challenges outside, all of the problems outside, you can come back to that place, that home, and take refuge and take rest. It is not where you run away from to go and seek comfort and rest elsewhere. What kind of family values are you building? How important is family to you? How important is family to you? How important is family to you? The reason I know a lot of people may not like this discussion is because we have so many people who have it's not like, how do I put it? It's not like it is your fault or something. Yes, we understand circumstances, situation happens, things happen, unforeseen circumstances, unpredicted events can happen. We understand that. So a family goes through separation and division, which is not supposed to be. But I'm here to help safeguard those who are intending to start a family. This should be a question directly to you. How important is family life to you? How important is it to you? Because until you know that, you might be falling a victim of many other circumstances that is parading our nation, our affairs. You see. You say, that's how that family is. Oh, yes, it happens to all family. No, don't say that. It doesn't happen to all family. What you do about it matters. What you do about it matters. So what is your take on this? I know you might be thinking now, okay, yeah, I want you to think with me because I'm thinking too. We are having a lot of people just bumping into marriage and starting out families, hashing out children as though they are just eggs that you can just hash out. And then by the time they go through the processes and now finding it difficult to move to the next level, they start pushing the children away, or they want to run away from the children. So in doing that, they try to blame their spouse for their whatever the reason is. So they find a way to blame their spouse so that they can just escape. Escape? I was listening on the news the other day. I wish I can play the video to you. I was listening on the news the other day how a certain man left his family. He had 3 kids. He ran away from them. All to the fact that he was, the story was not knowing really that he ran away because he was unable to take care of the family. He was afraid that he wouldn't be able to take care of the children. He was afraid that they were going to remain poor. He was afraid of many things. So he found a way to excuse himself by saying that the wife was a witch because she has a very funny eyeballs. They say she has a blue eyes or something. That the wife has blue eyes and the children have blue eyes, so they are witch. And so because of that, he ran. He said he left because he said they are the one responsible for his abject poverty because they are witch. This was a woman you saw before you went to marry her, and you saw her eyes were blue. You went on to marry her. You didn't see her as a witch at that time. Then she gave birth to the first child. You didn't see her as a witch at the time. You didn't see her as someone who was responsible for your for your abject poverty at that time. You went on. He had another one. Another child came in until the third one. You see? And now, things are not getting tougher and tougher. He thought it was going to be easy. The children are starving. When they get sick, there's no money to take care of them. And the job is not helping out. So the man just find a way to escape. Is that your idea of family? Do you want to start one like that? Do you want to start a family and end up like that? What is your idea? How important is family to you? How important are these children to you? Remember, they are the one that makes up the family. Family is a group of 2 parents living together with their children as one. So if there is no children in it, you are just couples. That doesn't describe family. You are just couples. Until you make up your mind to say, we want to become parents. When you say we want to become parents, that means you have initiated the family life into your relationship. So before you do that, how important is this to you? You see, how important is this to you? How important is this to you? Your family creates an environment where love is practiced. Your families give set emotion, and a place where love is a place really where love is supposed to be practiced. A family where love is not practiced wouldn't be able to stand. No, it won't stand the test of time. What you find will be disorientation, lies, deception, hatred, strife, malice, all manner of evil work. All manner of evil work. A family where there is no love. You didn't start your relationship, your family life with the importance of love, bringing love into it as a value system. I'm not talking about just love that favors one and disfavor another. No, I'm not talking about that kind of love. I'm talking about unconditional, irrespective of what any of the family member does. You shower them with mercy and love, forgiveness, pardon, and be able to help them grow, improve. Is that how your family is built? If not, I'm encouraging you to start from there. You can do it. You say it's too late. No, it's not too late. There's nothing that is too late. There's nothing that is too late at all. There's nothing that is too late. Again, you're watching so far. I want you to subscribe to the channel and like the video, like it and share it, because I believe what we're discussing here today will be a starter, something that will trigger some thoughts in the mind and the life of many people today. I believe such. I believe so. I believe so. You know, family is a genetic connection. You know that? Family is a genetic connection. My immediate family is more closer to me than my extended family. Do you agree with that? It's a genetic connection. The more we produce of ourselves, the more connected we are to those who we produce from ourselves. So that spells us that explains a lot, you know. It explains a lot. It explains a lot. So how connected are you to your siblings? How connected are you to your parents? Or parents, how connected are you to your children? That's why I can't understand it when somebody wakes up in the morning and said, I'm going, I'm leaving. You leaving? Here are 4 kids, 5 kids. You leaving all of these for just one person to handle? Where are you going? Where are you going? To start another life and then repeat the cycle? Oh, you don't know how important family is to you. You don't know the importance of family. You don't know the purpose of family. You don't know. You don't have an idea. You don't have an idea. And or worse still, a woman get pregnant and then deliver the baby and dump him or her under the bridge in the bush or to unknown people as though she doesn't care. You don't understand the importance of children. You don't understand the importance of family. Hmm. That's why if you are in a loving relationship and both of you want to start a family, it's the best thing in the world. It can only be better if you and your spouse, your partner, you are in a lovable, wonderful relationship. If that is what it is, then it's a good place to start. So irrespective of what happens, when you come home, if there's problem, you just know there's a safe place. Your home becomes your safe place. How can a man wake up and say, I'm done? I'm leaving. You're leaving? What is wrong? He said, I don't know. I'm tired. You're tired? Really? Is that your idea of family? Where you going? Yeah. He said, well, I will always come check on the kids. You will always come check on the kids. Really? Or the woman is the one that is instigating this exodus. The woman is instigating it with her character, with her behavior, making the home at fire, setting the home at fire for the man to burn. And the man doesn't want to burn. So he rather go out and take a cool. Is that your ideal family? What is your ideal family? What is your ideal family? Are you building trust? Do you consider the importance of children in your mind? The life of the children, the emotion that they will go through. Do you consider them to be an entity of love? That they also need to be loved and cared for? Why do you want to start a family? Can you tell me why you want to start? Why do you want to start a family? Why? Why? Is it just because you're pressurized to have kids? And you say, I just feel like having kids. Is that why you want to start a family? Wow, it's been a long one today. So I encourage you to rethink Think about these things very closely. Think about this very closely. It's unfortunate that some families are so broken. I mean, they are so broken. It's quite unfortunate that some families are so broken. It's quite unfortunate. And because of that, you may never experience the love that you need. Yeah. So here's my idea. If you have a family that is not loving you, if you are in a family, in a toxic family, here's my idea. You have to go out and look for those, associate with those who will love you, who will trust you, who will give you a shoulder to lean on, who will back you up. Those who will support you. You want to be in a place where you will feel safe. Safe. That's where you want to be. You want to be in a place where you feel safe. Look for such place. If you are in a toxic family, a toxic, problem-some, quarrelsome family, you are there, I will encourage you to find your way out of there. You must come out of there. Separate yourself from among them. You say, is that the best advice? Yes, that's the best, because you can't change them otherwise. The more you stay there, the more you're going to be destroyed. And the more you're going to begin to receive, they will begin to inject into you the wrong mentality of family upbringing. That's what it is. Except you're able to separate yourself from among them. And then associate yourself, not just separate yourself and be alone, because you will learn nothing. You'll be even more in a confused state. So you separate yourself and associate yourself with those who will love you. Yeah. You want to associate yourself with those who will support you. You want to associate yourself with those who will make you feel safe. You want to associate yourself with those who will trust you. Because family is a home, is a place of trust. Is a place where trust is built, is grounded. I'm talking about founded. A place where you have trust built solid. It's a place where love is practiced. It's a place of peace, tranquility, rest. It's called a home at heart. Is your family a home at heart? Don't make your home a living hell. Don't do it. If you're a woman watching this, you're a man watching this, don't make your family a living hell. Don't make your home a living hell for anybody. Do you know how important these people are to you in your life? It's like a team, a football team. They may not like each other that much as a team or individual, but they will play the game together to win. See, they are all putting all their energies and efforts together, knowing that they're going to win this game. We're winning this match. We are going to take the trophy. We want to bring the trophy home. That should be the attitude of a well-raised, initiated family. That should be the attitude. Winning together. succeeding together as one. We must understand this. To live outside this mentality is to be deluded of the importance of marriage, the importance of family. How much can we take? How much more can we take? The world is in disarray. Every day, thousands and thousands of families are going through disorientation. They're going through division, separation. It's an open war against family. How much more can we take? We all need to sit down and make a change. I'm calling on you everywhere. It's time to sit down and rethink. What are we living for? Did you know that the society that we complain that is so wayward and destroyed today, the society that we complain about today starts from us, starts from we who are breeding families? Do you know we are all that makes up the society? Do you know that we are all that makes up the community? If we don't stand and imbibe some principles to live by as a family, it's going to affect the children. It's going to affect the community. It's going to affect the society. It's going to affect the country, the nation, the continent as large. That is what is going on. You see, the problem is neglect. A lot of people have lived so much of themselves and neglect what is necessary, neglect what is most important. Neglect. Whatever you neglect, you will regret. Never forget that. Anything you neglect, you're going to live to regret. So don't neglect the importance of your children. Don't neglect the importance of your wife, of your husband. Don't neglect the importance of their future. Don't neglect the importance of loving them, of trusting them. Don't neglect the importance of teamwork, team making in your family. Don't neglect such things. I look at the society today. I look at the whole world today. I'm looking at families today. I'm touched. I'm provoked on the inside. I'm like, where have you been? I'm like, where are you living from? I'm thinking, where are you living from? How could you even think of it? All right. Well, I'll leave that for you to. I'm expecting your comments on the comment section. Whatever you feel you think is going to be, supporting to this discussion today. I'd like you to give it a short. Just make your opinion known. Make your opinion known. I like what somebody said. He said, you're born as an animal. He said, but family makes you human. Oh dear. How true can that be? Think about it. He said, you're born as an animal, but family makes you human. Yeah. Wow. Is it true? Is your family making you human, or are they making you an animal? What a mentality. What a way to think. What a way to think. What a way to think. As a woman, you are a mother. As a man, you are a father. But to your family, you are the word to them. I'll say that again. As a father, you are to your children the word to them. As a mother, you are to your children the word. Don't forget it. You are the word to them. Imagine you step out of their midst. Imagine you just walk away from their midst. You just destroy their word. Now you see why we have children who have been raised without parent, how their life turns out to be. Many of them turns out right with the help of God. Many of them turns out right, but we have so many whose life have gone perverse, the opposite way. Their world has been turned upside down. Immediately their parent went through that divorce. Immediately their parent went through that separation. Their life was turned upside down. Their whole world was quashed before them. And you never know how they felt about this. But this is how they felt. How important? How important will you say it is? Think deeply. Think deeply. Think deeply. Before you take that step, before you move on to say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, think deeply. You got to think. Think. Oh, think. Spend time to think about your actions. Spend time to think about your decisions. Oh, think. Is family all really that important to you? Is your family all really that important to you? You got to think. Before you sign that document of divorce, think. Think. Before you issue that letter, think. Think. Don't just go on and do it. Think about the impacts. Think about the things that will be destroyed. Think about the people, the human lives in your in your web of, in your confinement, in your environment that will be affected. Think about them. The children. Think about their life. Think about what will happen to their world before you walk away. Many don't understand how important this is. I say that again. I said before, let me say it again. I said, you are a mother, you are a father, as far as you're concerned. But to your children, what they see is that you are their world. The whole world. You are the whole world to them. To you, you think you are just their father. To you, you think you are just their mother. All right, there's nothing wrong to have such perception, but there's more. To your greatest surprise, your children doesn't think you are only just their mother. Your children doesn't think that you are only just their father. Your children thinks much more. They think you are the whole world. You are their world. Everything they require in life, they see in you. And if you wake up one day and just let everything go and say, I'm leaving. Oh, I don't want this anymore. Why? Because you are this, you're that, and then you forget about the children. Imagine sometimes when all of these things are happening, the children are actually behind us. We don't even consider them because they are not actually they are innocent. So they begin to suffer as a result of our inability to reason and consider them in our present circumstances. So we just take a leap and jump off without considering how they will feel. We just take a leap and jump off without considering how their world is crumbling before their eyes. How important is family to you? If it is so important, you won't go through that divorce. If it is so important, you won't say because your husband snores too much, that's why you're leaving. He snores too much, or you say your wife is too fat, that's why you're leaving. If you know the importance and the value of family, all of those fees, all of those irrelevant excuses for living or irrelevant excuses for being wicked. So you start treating your wife, maltreating them, or you start maltreating your husband or children because of one fault or one thing or one disability or one weaknesses that they possess. Oh, you don't understand the importance of family. No, you don't. No, you don't. If you know the stone which the builder rejected, if you know that the stone which the builder rejected will become the cornerstone, the chief cornerstone, you will not do that. There are many things I went through in my childhood, that they thought he would not amount to anything. He will not do any. His life is nonsense. It's useless. It's not useful. In fact, I was personally told that I'm useless. I'm not useful. But that stone which the builder rejected. Who is the builder? The parent. That stone which the parent rejected, that child which the parent rejected, that boy, that little girl who the parent rejected. How did they reject them? By running out of the marriage, by signing the divorce paper, by proceeding to go ahead with the separation, by walking away. They rejected the children. They rejected those beautiful, innocent souls. And they went home with their life. Some of them were pushed out of their home. Some children were pushed out through the midst of wickedness, treating them harshly. Oh, you don't know the importance of family. You don't. Oh, I wish you know. Some of them were called different names. I'm talking about children. Your children. They were called different names. I was called different names. My wife was called different names. I know her story as well. They said to her, you will never amount to anything. You are not the one to do anything for us. But today the story turned, because the stone which the builder rejects has become the chief cornerstone. So before you sign that divorce, before you think, oh, I'm leaving, hey, think again. I'm encouraging you to think again. Don't run off. Think again. Consider the children. Consider your born child. You're carrying that baby in your womb. Don't go away. Your word is dependent on her. I mean, she's depending on you. He's depending on you. You are their word. I said it before. Let me say it again. To the child, you are just a father. All right? To you, you think you are just a father. To you, you are just a father. You are just a mother. That's how you think. But the child doesn't think that way. The child thinks more than that. Yes, you are their parent. She knows that you are the mother. She knows that you are the father. But she thinks more than that. She sees you as his word, as her word. You are her word. You are everything. Everything she wants. Oh, I wish you can look at their heart. Sometimes I look at my boys. That's how I see it. I mean, I see them craving for everything I am. I can see literally they are craving for it. Looking into their eyes. And then one day, you just walk away. Where is your love? Where is your love? How important is family to you? How important is it to you? That's what I'm talking about today. For those of you watching, I want you to leave your comment somewhere or something, say something, and then like the video and share it, because this, I believe, will begin to change the decisions of many people today. There are many, as we're speaking right now, many people already initiating divorce. They are already planning to sign papers today. Some are already thinking about it right now. And yet, in their conscience, they are drawn back to the responsibility they have. Look at the children. And then say, that's why I'm still here. Otherwise, I would have been gone since. Thank God you're still there. Thank you for staying. He said, but I'm going through pain. All right. You're going through pain. I understand. That's why we teach people about how to prepare for marriage. You see, there are a lot of things that have gone wrong. And then how do we change them? How do we change them? It's true love. You just have to love unconditionally. No matter how wicked a person will be, if you would choose not to fight back, rather to love that person unconditionally, let me tell you what will happen. You are like placing a cold of heat on his head. A cold of water on his head to calm him down. In other words, it says love your enemies, okay? Restrict them well. That's the principle I will give to you. If your husband treats you harshly, now you're already married because you have children. You can't just walk away. You say, but they have asked me to walk away. I understand sometimes we say, get out of there. But you see, there's a way to win. You got to win. If family is important to you, you got to win. You got to stay there and win. So how do I win, you say? Okay, I tell you what. Why not begin to love the person more than you have ever done before? Why not find a way to treasure the person more than you have ever done before? Why not stop castigating the person? Why not stop looking at the wrong things that the person is doing? Why not stop talking about the wrong things that the person does? Why not stop reacting to his negativity? Why not stop? You see, look at the various areas you can really start, penetrating him or her to change. Love is the way. You just have to have unconditional love. The reason why you are still itching to leave the marriage because of the behavior of this or so, behavior of the man, behavior of the woman, is simply because you haven't understand unconditional love. Your relationship, your marriage, your family is built on what we call conditional love. Okay, it is being conditioned. So because he's not doing XYZ and you are not doing XYZ, she's not doing XYZ, so that's why I don't like it. I'm leaving. XYZ because this and that is not doing this and that. Because your son, your child is not behaving the way you want, so you kick him out. Conditional love. That's the problem. You can't win with conditional love. No, family is not supposed to be built on the conditional love. You understand? You need unconditional. You need the unconditional love to build your home. You need the unconditional love to raise children. You need the unconditional love to stand your husband who is harsh, who is wicked, and who is trying to destroy you. You need unconditional love to stand the wife who is mean to you and call you names. And then you want to, you need unconditional love. Why? Because you understand the importance of family. You know, the life of the children is dependent on what you make out of this. You want to stay on that fact. You want to stay on that fact, on that reality. Make no mistakes about it. This is not a game. Look around you. Look around you. Why do we have so many single parents? Look around you. Why do we have so many? Our orphanages are filled with children. Parents have run away from their children. Why do we have so many of them? Look around you. Somebody had to begin to talk something about it. Somebody had to say something. We can't just assume it's happening to everybody. No. Oh, we can put a stop to something. Come on. This is not what, if that's not what you want, you can put a stop to it. You don't have to just be on the beck and call of every event. You don't have to be the victim here. That's what I'm saying. You don't have to be the victim here. You say, but I'm already a victim living with my husband. I'm already a victim living with my wife. Oh, come on. I just told you. I understand what you're going through. But I just told you there's something to do. You can change the whole status quo. You can change it. Unconditional love is the key. Many people are running away because they don't know how unconditional love works. They don't know how to operate with the unconditional love. It's a higher level of operation. It's far beyond your feelings. It's not what you function from your feelings, because conditional love is stationed in the center of your emotion. So if you feel right, you respond. If you don't feel right, you respond. You get what I mean? You understand me? So it's based on conditional love. So you function there and there. Oh, he hurts me. He slapped me. He did this to me. He said this to me. And you're getting angry. Conditional love. Your emotions are all reacting to it. You can see you are boiling. There's so much going out of you. You're reacting. That's conditional. But when you step higher, And you say, no, I can't be living all through on my feelings. It's gonna destroy me one day. I need to move higher. So what is that? I overlook what he does. I overlook what offenses they make to me. I overlook it and I have pardon on them. I begin to walk in the mentality of of tendering mercy, tendering forgiveness. I step higher. When you do that, you begin to access the power of unconditional love in your family, in your home. You begin to access it. What is love? See, unconditional love is the love that overlook offenses. That's unconditional love. Is the love that overlook offenses. Is the love that showeth mercy. The love that showeth mercy. That is unconditional love. You know that you need that in your family. If you don't have that, I will encourage you, don't start a family yet. You need to have that to start a family. Believe me. You listen, until you get in, you may not have an idea what this is all about. All right, but believe me, you need it. You need to have unconditional love to start a family. You could be living with your spouse, with your boyfriend, the guy you're dating, and all of that, or your fiance or your husband at the level of couples. All right, just being in that level of we are couples. Okay, you could survive a bit, not for too long. All right, by just functioning in conditional love. All right, that for a certain time, it will not last for too long. All right. But if you want to really sustain that relationship and begin to invite other people to join your group as parent now, that means begin to bear children, to start enjoying the benefit of that relationship, you have to step higher and you have to start walking in unconditional love. And I already told you what that means. Unconditional love is the love that forgive offenses. It's a love that overlook offenses. It overlooks it. It pardons it. It's a love covers multitude of sins, multitude of wrongs. So you need to operate in that level. Multitude of wrongs, because human being will offend you anyhow. Offenses are everywhere. Even as I'm talking now, I may be offending somebody right now. And people can easily be offended by anything. How can you fight that? How can you beat that? You marry somebody today, you don't know what next is going to offend him tomorrow. And if you walk only just by the love that responds to your emotions, which is conditional love, you're going to be getting offended all the time. You're going to get angry all the time. And what's going to happen? You're going to get into fighting and all of that. Think about it. Think about it. So you need to step higher. So the realm where you function on unconditional love, where you overlook so many offenses. There are things people will say to you, it doesn't matter. You just overlook it. There are things your husband may have said to you before it offends you. But now, because you're walking in the realm of unconditional love, you just overlook it. You just overlook it. The same thing with the wife. If your wife says something wrong to you as a husband, because you're walking in unconditional love, you just overlook it. You just show mercy. And you find out that the person is getting better by your attitude. So the bad guy, the bad man, the wicked husband is beginning to change. The guy who mistreats you, the woman who insults you and call you names, she's beginning to change. What has happened? Because you have stepped higher into a higher love. There's a higher love. It's called unconditional love, where you overlook offenses. That's the bottom line of it. If you can begin to practice overlooking offenses, letting go minor issues, forgiving and letting go. If you begin to walk there, you'll be amazed how a bad person, how a wicked person begin to turn and change in your very physical eyes. You begin to see it happen. But many people don't have this understanding. They don't have this comprehension. So they just go along with their feelings. I'm not feeling happy, so I'm leaving. I'm not happy in this house, I'm leaving. That's feelings. That's walking and living in the level of conditional love. So if you are happy, you stay. If you're not happy, you go. Look at that. How animalistic can that be? How much more of animal living can we describe it? That means you're living by instinct. So if it smells good, you take it, If it doesn't smell good, you go away. Is it? And you want to start a family? You want to bring children into that mentality? How important is family to you? How important is family to you? Now, I began sharing on this because I thought some of you are going to start asking questions and then telling me your own side of the story, how important your family is to you. But there was no comment coming in, so I decided to start sharing what I have in mind to share with you. I didn't mean to be talking all the way, but I wanted to listen to you guys. All right. But it's true what I'm telling you. It's true. How important is family to you? How important it is? Well, I think I've said a lot that you guys need to hear on this video. There's so much to say. But if you will start with this, listen to the whole of this video again. If you will start with this, if you will do this, you'll be amazed how things will change. Let's work hard on keeping what we started. Let's work hard. Relationship is hard work. Building a successful family life is hard work. You got to have that mindset before getting started. You need to think about it. This is how it should be. It's hard work. You have to put in the work mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. You got to put in the work. Family is not an easy task. It's the most difficult thing that you ever find on earth. So before you start, hold on. Even though it's the most difficult thing on earth, it is most rewarding thing that you ever have. It is most rewarding. Most rewarding. Especially when you have a wholesome family upbringing, a wholesome family life, and you are raising a wholesome family life. You a family group, you understand, you are raising wholesome family people. You value your family, you know the importance of it, and you are walking in unconditional love. Let me tell you something. The benefit of it can never be compared to anything in this world. Yet, to build that kind of life is hard. Just like success. Success is not easy. Success is not, those who tell you that success is very easy, they are joking. They are liars. Nothing good come easy. Success is a good thing, and it doesn't come easy. It comes through hard work. The same thing in your marriage, in your family life. It comes through hard work. You got to put in the work. You're going to be willing, making up your mind every day. You got to keep making up your mind to get better, to stay on it. I'm going better. I'm staying on it. And then keep loving, keep changing, keep loving. Because if you will change, I don't like people who point fingers at others and say, he's the problem, she's the problem, and you are the problem. No. Look at that. You are pointing a finger and the rest of them are pointing at you. What about you? How come you are not examining yourself? How come you are not just looking inward? Because you know what? If you would change, everything else around you will change. Stop trying to change people. Stop trying to change environment. Stop trying to change your wife. Stop trying to change your children. Stop trying to change your husband. What you need is that you change. Because if you change the way you think, if you change the way you see them, if you change the way you talk about them, if you change the way you appear before them, if you change, they will change. They themselves will correspond. They will respond to it. That's just the way it works. If you would change, everything else will change for you. Your husband will change. Your wife will change. Your children will change. Your environment will change. If you will change, they will all change. That's what you need. How important is family to you? How important is family to you? Like the video as you're watching right now. Hit the like button. Share this video with everyone you know. All right. Don't mind my background. I'm just in my study room. I thought, let me share this quickly. Oh, nice. Let me share this quickly. I believe you got the idea of what we're trying to say. You got the idea of what we're trying to say. Yes. You got the idea of what we're trying to say. Like the video, share, and like. Now, I need to hear your comment. For those of you watching, what do you have to say? I need to hear your comments. What do you have to say? Tell me. Oh, dear. Was it good? What you just heard, was it good? Was it good? Or did I offend you? Tell me what you think. I hope I didn't offend you. Yeah, that's what we need. We need this. We need to talk about this. I wish I had more platform to share these thoughts. I mean, we need to talk about this. There's a lot of people are not talking about this. They're not talking about this. We need to share this. We need to talk about this. Oh, finally, Dorothy responded. All right. Thank you, Dorothy. Thank you. Yes. So, what do you have to say? I know you liked what you've been hearing and you enjoyed it so far. What do you have to say? What is your experience like? Am I speaking your mind? Or have I spoken what you expected to hear? Is it what we need at the moment? Look at around you. We have so many dysfunctional family, disoriented homes, and people are just everything they think of is I'm leaving. I will just leave you one day. I will just walk away one day. What's all of this happening? You see, there's no iota of the concept of family. People haven't been taught the concept of family, the important. That's my concern. A lot of people haven't gotten it. So they just jump into relationship and just get married and start giving birth to children. And when trouble strikes, they just walk away. Oh God, they just walk away just like that. What in the world? Why? Is that I couldn't fight it. I couldn't stay. I couldn't stay. I couldn't take it anymore. You couldn't take it anymore? Oh, I understand how you felt. Oh, I understand what you're feeling like. But in reality, there should have been more you could do. There's more you can do. There's more. There's something you can come out of. I mean, you can change everything. You have the the potentiality to change your environment. Who do you think is going to change it for you? Oh, you're welcome, Dorothy. Thank you. Oh, my. You need to go through the videos again. I've been on now for close to 2 hours. It's a lot to share. It's a lot to get. There's so much we talked about. Oh, wow. So much we talked about. So there's so much you can do. Don't go yet. I like it when I say, somebody said to me, say, don't pack your bags yet. You know, the guy is packing his bag. He said, I'm leaving with 2 children, or even 4, or maybe 5 children, or maybe just one. How important is that one child to you before you pack your bags and just run off? Or the woman says, I'm tired. I can't stay here anymore. There's so much abject poverty in this place. I don't expect this to be. And then packs her bags with 5 children, or maybe 2, maybe just 1. How important is that one child to you? You say, well, that's why I'm leaving, because the child is so important to me. I want to give him a better life. No, you've destroyed it. You've destroyed it. Don't you understand? You are the word. The child is seeing you and the father, you, the woman, you, the mother, you, the father, as their word. He sees you as the word that he needs. When you pass aside, when you divide that unity, when you divide that family, it's gone. There's nothing you can do. It's gone. There's nothing in the world you can do to make it right, except you stay in there. Get married to someone else, it will be worse. The person may love you and sweep you off your feet. Wonderful. But to the child, have you always observed the children of those who married to another husband or married to another wife who are S? I did a video on S-husband and S-wife, right? Go watch it. But have you ever thought about how their children react when they see them in that act? Most of them are displeased. They are looking at it. They are not happy about what they see. They don't want to end up like this. They don't want to end up like this. You may be having fun, but they are thinking, you are giving me a bad example. I don't want to end up like this. I don't want to end up like this. Well, there's so much to say. I will encourage you to leave your question, your comment at the comment section. If you have any question, please don't hesitate to leave your question there. And those of you who haven't subscribed to the channel, I encourage you to do, because you will have so much information coming your way every day. We try as much as possible to come to your doorstep, show you something valuable that you can add and implement into your family immediately. Every day we come online. So I want you to watch out for the next video that will be coming your way tomorrow. And while that is on, I'll be waiting to receive questions and answers, or comments or opinions from every one of you who's watching this video right now, and those of you who will be watching it later on after the streaming. So I want to thank every one of you. I believe what you heard today will inspire you to take the necessary positive step to hold on to your family and build a new policy, a new rules that will protect and hold you and your family together, and then survive together, strive, working as a team to win, to win the challenge of life together. You see, that's the way it ought to be. We want to leave a legacy for our children's children. We want our children to be able to hold on to say, you know what? This is how my parent did it. This is how we did it together. And then they will start bearing children like that and having that same mentality of moral life, moral upbringing, togetherness, unity. Think about it. There's so much that can happen. We can all change our community. We can all change our society. We can all change our world like this if we will just do the right thing. If we will allow unconditional love to dominate us. Unconditional love. If we allow it, there's so much we can achieve. Thank you all for listening. I think I've come to the end of this broadcast today. I'm almost hitting 2 hours live broadcast. So I want to cut it now. I want to end it now. So share this video with loved ones, your friends, your relatives. I want to thank every one of you that's watching and being online with me. Until I see you again tomorrow online, probably we might come live or we might just upload a video that we already talked about for you, just specially for you. But until then, have a beautiful day ahead. Bye for now.